Nice to see you again on my channel, Read Books with Ksenia, and I'm Ksenia. And as you can see, today we will talk about the next novel by Francoise Sagan, Four Corners of the Heart. 65 years after her first novel, Bonjour Tristesse, was published her last and unfortunately unfinished novel, Four Corners of the Heart, not without help her only son, Dennis Westhoff. And if I understood correctly from the preface, there was Sagan's name, A Broken Heart, and I think this name fits better, but we will talk about it later. Unexpected leap happened. At first I bought the collection of her novels. If you watch my video, I think you saw the collection. A collection contains 5 her novels, starting her first novel, Bonjour Tristesse. But the next novel I took in the library, and I took first book that I got in my hand, and it was her last and unfinished novel, Four Corners of the Heart. And I liked what I read. Of course, you feel style of Sagan, frank shamelessness and bizarre love lines that are closely intertwined with each other, and she didn't afraid open internal voices of people who consider themselves to be aristocratic beaumont. Why I like this novel? I think because there are many descriptions that help us to imagine main characters, and atmosphere is crescented. The crescented is property or estate of Cresson family. The owner of the property is Henri Cresson. He is successful industrialist with temper of Raging Bull. He is tall, strong, and I think he is 40 or 50 old years old, and he is a ladies' man as usual. His wife, Sandra Cresson, she is a sickly woman despite her good constitution, and she is wealthy heiress, and she is love expensive and vintage things and trinkets which fill the house. Ludovic Cresson, Henri Cresson's first son from first marriage. Yeah, the Lady of the Heart was in Henri's life, and she gave him son, and unfortunately she died after childbirth. And Henri remembers her with warmth and love. Ludovic has an invaluable role in the novel. They humoring on him and humiliates him and have treated him with contempt, of course except his father, who sees soft nature his son, and he tries to help him. Maria Laure, she is Ludovic's wife, and natural fury hiding under her beautiful body and charming smile. She hates her husband and she is ready to trample him into the ground, and she's a girl greedy for money and attention, and she enjoys living an affluent life. Actually, she in time saw that tension of rich on young heir, and she just catch a chance and married him to herself. Philippe is Sandra's Cresson brother. He is not young man yet, and in the past he was Don Juan, who spent all his inheritance by short-lived affairs and beautiful life, and now he is needed anymore without his money, and he lives with his sister on the payroll, his brother-in-law. Sometimes he tells past success stories and wouldn't mind thieving for embellish his importance. And finally, our charming and wonderful Fanny. She is Marie Laure's mother, and you don't compare them. They are different, and they have opposite world views and attention to life. She is widow, and she elegant and educated woman, and she's pleasant and she has good taste. Very tense and heavy atmosphere in Cresson, I would say, unpleasant. There aren't love and respect to each other, and Henri sees how his son's life force is fading, how his reputation in society is falling, and of course he wants to help him. And his plan is throw a dinner party for all celebrities of the tour. The tour is a city in France, and invite some important guests from Paris, and he wants to prove them that his son is adequate and pleasant man, and that he's lucky in love department too. And he invited Fanny for this purpose, that she will help him to create a dinner party. And actually it was a good idea, because Fanny, she works in fashion house, and she has been working there a long time, and she has good reputation, and she is non-confliction, and many designers and guests and their guests know her. And as I said, she has a good taste, and she knows how organization a dinner party and how correctly sell yourself in higher places. But suddenly unexpected plot twist, as follows: Ludovic fall in love in Fanny. He fall in love in his mother-in-law. The love happened between them. And I think we shouldn't filter it like an impulse, passion and desire. No, I think we should feel it like an impulse, gratitude, because for him, who lives under psychological pressure, and suddenly he has met a person who treats him like an adequate man, with heart warmth and with respect. And of course all these emotions, love, gratitude and attachment, come over him. Fanny, she's friendly, she's kind, she's honest, and she doesn't have the snakes gloating like the others. In Fanny defense, I once said that her conscience determined her, and of course she tried to explain him and not hurt his feelings. She is not a moral person, and she understood that she acted not fair to her daughter, and actually they have very difficult and tense relationship. But her plan hasn't worked, and I think because part of her didn't want it, and she's needed and has love too. And of course they have different love than the love was with her husband Quentin. She was protected in relationship with her husband Quentin, but in relationship with Ludovic it was opposite. He needed protection, and he wanted to tell truth and go away from this house with Fanny and live with her long and happily. But Fanny, she isn't ready for it. She doesn't want to play the role love line, and she doesn't know how to get out of this situation. The novel had another twist of the plot, but I wouldn't tell it to you. Another way will be no point in the reading the novel. I think the novel has very interesting plot, and the dinner party should have been climax of the novel, but unfortunately we are not meant to know what would happen on the dinner party, and what would the novel end. And the lack of ending give a chance every reader imagine the ending. And I think Fanny, she will go back to Paris, and she will live like she lived before, and Ludovic will become pleasant memories for her. I think she is needed, and Ludovic or other admire. And I think Ludovic shouldn't stay in Cressonette, because for him it means death, especially after that how he felt the taste of the new life, new love, new emotions, and meeting with new people. And actually the novel help you to feel how love change a person, how women's love and attachment change a man. Yeah. I thought what corners of the heart are, and actually I haven't found out what corners of the heart she meant. Maybe she meant heart of 4 persons, and 2 of them are Fanny, Heart of Fanny and Ludovic, maybe someone else. And I think a broken heart fits better because it could be a broken heart of Fanny or Ludovic or someone else. So that is all. Thank you for your attention, guys. I hope you enjoyed. It was my feedback. Good luck. Have a good day.